Okay, so welcome back to our 21st episode. I still cannot believe we got to 20. So that's great. So, with our very special guest. And,
I'm Leo Navarro. Nice to meet everybody.
Yay!
Hey, awesome.
And now,
questions.
Dennis, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Would you rather eat Cheetos or go on a hike?
Cheetos or a hike? Can you go on a hike while you're eating Cheetos?
Yes.
Exactly. That is
It's always a good snack to have.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's gonna close that one for right now. So, now,
Questions.
another question, and we have them all right here. Just have to pick one. So, the
Yeah,
next,
just go down the list.
that is a good idea. What is your favorite holiday?
Halloween, easily.
Yes. Awesome. What is your favorite time of the year?
Favorite time of the year? Well, I live in Florida, so it's pretty much the same time of the year all year long. So as long as it's warm, I'm good.
All right.
Makes sense. So, now kind of kicking off into the more basis of the show, not just random questions. We just thought off the top of our heads. Do you have any other cosplays planned to do? Like any new ones, any recurring ones that you're going to pop back up?
Well, I have two cosplays. Right now I'm working on the newest one, which is a steampunk character that my daughter came up with the idea of kind of dabbling into steampunk. She already had a steampunk kind of costume going, and she's like, Daddy, would you do a steampunk character with me? And I was like, yeah, okay, let's sit down and we'll talk about it. So we always kind of develop stories before we develop a character. So the story of this particular new character that is coming to fruition is that my daughter's character's name is Lizzie, and her mother died at birth, giving birth to her, and all she had in the world was her father. So her father was a scientist, mechanic, and engineer, worked for this dystopian government in the steampunk world they live in, and one day she found him dead. And they were very close. He was a genius. He taught her how to operate on mechanics and things like that. So she goes a few years alone, collecting, salvaging, and ends up creating an automaton version of her father. And the last element that she was missing was the power source for the automaton. So the short movie we're going to film to release on the TikTok is an actual film broken up into a certain amount of parts that we're going to do. And it's going to be her unveiling this power source and putting it into the automaton for the first time, turning the key that she created to activate them, and the automaton coming to life and then walking away together. It's the makeup's been done as far as the prototype makeup, the costume. I have one element left to put the costume to finalize it. I've got like I told you guys before, I've got a whole bunch of the props here that go into the costume behind me. It's probably the most intricate and expensive costume that I've made to date. And it's very exciting. I actually put a trailer on TikTok. It's I think that's the first trailer I've ever seen or made for an actual OC coming. So I put it on TikTok, kind of getting everybody excited and hyped about it. And my daughter and I did do a photo shoot of us in character before she developed the automaton. So you can kind of see the father and who the character was, so that you can get a basis of a foundation of a visual of who this automaton is based off of. So it's really exciting. We really like the idea of writing a story for characters. We don't just like jumping into a costume and running with it. We like the fans and our friends to know, hey, we thought this out. This is kind of what we're doing. Hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making it. So, and then the only other character I have planned for later on is Alucard from Van Helsing.
Ooh.
That's very cool.
There's your anime bone.
Okay, Dennis, it is your lovely turn.
Yes, it is. Favorite OC you created in your time of TikTok?
Favorite OC? That's really a tough question. Only because each OC is kind of a different part of you. I think the most fun to play is the vampire. People always ask me, what's the vampire's name? Does he have a name? Technically, he does. We just haven't released it yet. I just call him the vampire. And they're like, what's the backstory of this vampire? I said, it's easy. He's eternal, he's bored, and he got a TikTok account. That's all you need to know. So that's kind of who he is. But anyways, he's a lot of fun. He's very, he's very how do I put this? He can diverse. There's not much I can't do with the vampire. Where Valak, the other OC that I created, is very evil, maniacal, and calculating. So it's very limited on sounds that I can do with him. And I don't like making him look goofy. You know, I don't mind bringing some humor out, but I don't want him to do goofy, you know, sounds and kind of take away from the feeling you get. That's why people love him so much. Is he's consistent as far as the tone and what he does. As far as any other that I've done, the others are cosplays. So those are my only two real OCs besides the automaton that I'm creating. He's full blown ground up OC. Nice. So, and I haven't played him yet, but he is fun, but he's also really complicated to kind of put together.
That is very awesome. And I even have this written down. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon.
Follow them, guys. Follow them.
And follow him, and we'll have all the social medias that he wants there. Just right out there-ish.
Yeah.
And before we continue on with any questions, is there anything that you want to plug or any sort of channels or anything?
Sure. I'll take an opportunity here to talk about Leo's Cafe. So my live on TikTok is, my fans call it Leo's Cafe. I didn't name it. They did. I'm grateful for it. And we have a lot of fun during the cafe. And I've been kind of hounded, hey, why don't you start a YouTube channel? Why don't you start a podcast? So after this amount of time that I've been thinking about it, I found two business partners. And we are taking Leo's Cafe global. So we are going to do a YouTube channel. We are going to do a podcast. We've got a Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all lined up, ready to go. We've locked in the names of Leo's Cafe to all social media. We started our YouTube channel. It's all under construction. There's nothing on there except for the announcements. So, people will be like, oh, I want to go see. Well, there's nothing there yet. If you want to still join Leo's Cafe, it's going to be on TikTok. I'm in the process of writing the first script. We're going to copyright the first script. The animated logo, which I shared with you guys, is nearly complete. It's really cool looking. The logo, the merchandise line, we've got people lined up already. We're getting ready to release our merch. So we're really excited. We got PayPal. Everything's ready to go. I got two digital designers, one with a degree in marketing. That's going to be my VPs. So I'm super, super excited. We're talking about even releasing a podcast early to talk about the show before the show even gets filmed. We're going to do a 15-episode series, season 1. First episode is we're not timing it. We're just going to run with it. But every episode thereafter, we're talking 15-minute episodes. And we want to do 2 podcasts a week so that we can talk to the fans and actually discuss the episodes in detail and further and let them ask questions. Our equipment allows us to take phone calls, allows us to do video chat and conferencing live while we're on the podcast. So it'll be a really cool setup so people can interact with us. And it'll be me and my 2 VPs on the show. So for the podcast. The TV show, the YouTube show, will just be me kind of, hosting the show.
That's awesome.
That's
and I know I'm excited to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And everything will be in the description, so don't worry, everybody at home.
We're hopefully launching by June. So hopefully the season will be done by June. It takes time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes complete no sense.
Yeah.
So if you watch this before June, sorry, you're just getting excited. But
just subscribe and keep up.
Yeah, just keep up. Just follow him on TikTok. He'll probably do more announcements.
Yep, a lot of them.
Speaking of new OC, since you talked about about your new OC, I'm actually creating another OC, which is a new OC I created that I really looked around on Amazon, and I found all these parts I needed. His name is going to be Xavier, Xavier, the Dark Warrior.
Oh, very cool.
And the story of this one is, it kind of takes place literally after my Darmak OC, my God of Souls OC, after he lost his parents due to them arguing after Servants of God came down and would shoot them up, literally. And if you guys have all heard this from my other podcast, our other shows, episodes, you don't need to hear all this again.
And he has actually seen some of our episodes, so you might not have to do the whole story again.
Yep.
So you might have heard it 6 times already. So he might be more ready for it than you are.
But anyway,
hey, I got to support you guys. I got to watch the episodes.
Exactly. That is always awesome.
And you had my buddy on here, so of course I had to watch his episode.
Yeah. Anytime we hear that any of our guests watch our episodes, we just jump around and cheer, like, oh my god, I like the show to a point. Yay. We're like little schoolgirls, like, but that's like that just like warms my heart so much. It's just
Oh
great.
yeah.
So,
Well, you guys are doing a great job. It's a good concept. You guys are good.
Thank you. And I do want to say one more thing before we get back to the questions. I'm so sorry. I know it's like announcement after announcement. I know I'm just so blabby today. But next time, yeah, we are actually going to be trying to do a little bit of a shorter series that kind of mixes in with this one. I cannot see Dennis's face right now because of how I'm laying stuff up, but we did talk about this beforehand.
We did.
And it's going to be mainly some makeup tips, hopefully some short episodes, like bursts, like how this person did this, how this person did this, if they want to share those secrets.
Mm-hmm.
And those will be fun. And we have 2 guests for the first makeup tips. I don't know what's going to be called. Demon makeup tips. I don't know. Who knows? I'll think of something. It's fine. But
Cosplay, makeup, and you.
exactly. See?
That's right.
Demon makeup and you. There we go. There it is. I got it. But a little that was a hair off topic, but that's fine. But just wait for that. Hopefully there'll be like in shorter bursts, not an hour and a half episodes of talking to somebody. It should be just quicker bursts.
Mm-hmm.
Just like one question per each thing. Because then we can get them out faster. But now actually back to the topic of this show, Mr. Leo here. Why did you start TikTok in the first place?
My daughter. My daughter came up to me one day. She was like, "Hey, Daddy, you ever heard of TikTok?" I'm like, "Is that cringy app that keeps showing up on my freaking wall on Facebook?" And she's like, "Yeah, that one." I was like, "Yeah, I've heard of it." She goes, "Well, I've got a TikTok account. Would you do a TikTok with me?" And I'm kind of like, "Oh, honey, I don't know. It looks kind of cringy." And she's like, "Please." And I'm like, I'm a sucker for my daughter. So I said, "All right, fine. I'll do a couple." So she made me download the app, learn the app so that I could do a video with her. And the original, very first video we ever did on TikTok is still there. It's the very first one at the bottom. It's cringy as hell, but I kept it because it's sentimental for me. And we were both learning TikTok and what have you. Mm-hmm. So from there, it kind of just like I kept making videos and we made videos together. And we finally did a video where I was doing her hair up and adding color to it. And we had some fun. And that video went viral on TikTok. And then I did one with my oldest son and his girlfriend at the time. And that one was surprisingly popular. And then we just started getting more and more fans. And my daughter said, "Dad, you need to come up with an OC." And I'm like, "What the hell is an OC?" And she goes, "Oh, it's an original character." I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And she goes, "It's like cosplay, Daddy. You design something and you wear it and it's kind of like Halloween and you can just do whatever you want with the character." And I'm like, "Oh, geez." So I looked at TikTok and of course, vampires, demons, werewolves, and zombies are really popular. So we went through the costume collection we have here in the house. I've been doing special effects makeup for over 20 years, and my kids are pretty spoiled for costumes and what have you. So I kind of raided all the closets and put together what you see and call the vampire. And I was like, screw it. Why not? Let's just do this and see how it takes. I felt goofy as hell the first few times wearing that thing, making videos. And then the videos got great feedback and people loved the vampire. So I was like, screw it. So I ran with I gave him 2 costumes. He's got 2 different costumes that he could wear, the character. One with a straitjacket with locks on it. And then, of course, the more popular one with the trench coat. So those took off. And then people kept asking, "Hey, are you going to make any new OCs?" And I was just like, oh, my God. I was like, let me work on, a little bit at a time. And then I saw Papyrus. I saw Shannon Carruthers' Sans, and I had no idea what Undertale was. To this day, I'm not that knowledgeable on it, but I liked his aesthetic. I liked the look, and I liked how he was moving. So I was like, shoot, I can do that. So I decided one day to paint my face like a skull. I still have the original video on my wall. And of course, I didn't know about 2 times and 3 times speed or anything, so I kind of just tried to keep up, and it looked hokey, but that video actually got a lot of positive reviews. They loved the costume and the look. So I was just like, but here's the funny thing. Shannon never responded or liked the video. So I don't know if he ever actually got to see that particular. He has now, of course. But back then I was kind of like, well, what is this guy, stuck up and can't, freaking like at least the video or something, right? It's Mr. Popular.
Yeah.
God, I hope he laughs at that. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. So anyways, I was like, whatever, so I left it alone. But I kept getting comments on it. And I said, you know what? I can do better. I can do way better than that video. So I decided to do a prosthetic instead. So I ordered all the stuff I needed. And there's a video of me making the prosthetic and what have you. And I did a full facial prosthetic and took the costume back out, set up the set and what have you, and decided that I was going to do the definitive version of Papyrus, even though I had no idea who the hell this guy was. All I know is that he was funny and I enjoyed playing the character. Yeah. And wow, that blew up. That blew up pretty damn big in my face. And then people were talking to Shannon like, dude, you got to go check this guy out and look at the Papyrus. So under some pressure from, both my fans, his fans, we both decided to kind of join forces there. And he graciously duetted my Papyrus and they came out beautiful. I love the videos he did. And then we became friends. We really started talking. And to this day, we are still chatty. We chat almost every day, just check in on each other, see how you're doing. And I share my cosplays ideas with him. And we have secret things in works right now that maybe one day will come to fruition. So the saga may not be over yet. I can't make any promises and I can't tell you what we're working on, but things might be coming down the pipeline. And but the fans pressured poor Shannon to bring Sans back out of the closet, and which in essence brought me back out of the closet with Papyrus. So we did another series of Sans and Papyrus. I had to order all the stuff again. And let me tell you something, 3 hours of putting prosthetics on, ladies and gentlemen, is not fun. You can't breathe through that crap. And it's a lot of tedious work. So, but we did it and it came out wonderful. I love the new series as well that we did, the latest. But we decided that's it. No more. We did all the audios we could find. We're not putting Sans and Papyrus back on. Leave it alone. Hope you guys like it. It's a lot of work. And to be quite honest with you, we like the characters and the way they act and whatever. But I know I can speak for me personally. I'm not the biggest fan of Undertale. It's okay. It's got a very, very intricate storyline as far as Undertales and Underfell and things like that, and all the different versions of the characters. I love the beauties. I love the beauty of how intricate and diverse it is. It's just not something I'm truly, really into. I think the characters make me laugh and they're funny, but it was literally by mistake. We both, Shannon and I, tripped on these characters, and now we're on YouTube and everything with these characters, and we kind of just sit back and laugh. And we're like, well, we're glad they like them. I mean, why not? So something positive came out of it. But I swear, if I hear take me to the underground one more time, I'm gonna pop.
Don't you dare.
I don't have my phone on me. I don't. I swear. Okay, so Dennis, it's your turn.
Yeah. Hands up, please.
They're up. They're in the air.
I can just
don't have it on me.
Okay,
bye.
Anyway.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Here's
your turn.
What was the best compliment you've ever gotten on your videos?
Best compliment.
Mm-hmm.
The Beetlejuice compliment. I did a cosplay for Beetlejuice, and somebody said that they said that I could be the next Beetlejuice. That I did such a great job with it that they could see that if what's his name, Michael Keaton, doesn't do the next Beetlejuice, they should have me do the next Beetlejuice. I thought that was really cool because I didn't design that Beetlejuice after Michael Keaton or the cartoon. It's kind of a hybrid of the cartoon and Michael Keaton. Nobody's going to replace Michael Keaton. You can't. He's freaking Beetlejuice, man. Yeah, it's epic. It's classic. It's an icon. So, but nobody ever translated the cartoon to life. And I thought that was a little bit fresher take on Beetlejuice. So if you see that video went viral where I replicated the opening of the cartoon show in real life. And that one went big and people loved that video. And I got a lot of tremendous compliments on that video. And it was a lot of fun to make, but I purposely designed that Beetlejuice to be, if the cartoon kind of came to life and was mixed with a bit of Michael Keaton, what would it look like? So in a way, he's kind of original, but it's still Beetlejuice nonetheless. But I did have fun, and that was one of the best compliments I have. Besides, of course, I've gotten a lot from Shannon Carruthers and on different things. So those were really good. So yeah, that's about that.
Mm-hmm. Nice. That is awesome. Yeah. I'm just gonna say that we'll do one more question each, then we'll go into the videos, just so we don't run out of time. It's better to have extra time at the end to do more questions than not enough to do both videos. Yep. You did send a few, and I want to get through at least a good chunk of them. So, It's my turn.
Yes.
Well then, that's why I spoke first. So, what is the hardest thing about getting into any of your cosplays, your original characters, like makeup, ideas, so on and so forth?
Getting into them or from concept up?
It would be, it's kind of like a double question, kind of being like, what's like the hardest thing about like kind of creating like how like yours looks and how to like what's the hardest thing about getting into them? Like,
I would say coming up with an original concept is always going to be the most difficult thing you'll ever do. Where you're trying not to borrow too much from other people to be blamed for copyright or things of that nature. So, for example, like the steampunk OC that I'm creating, I borrowed that from so many sources. It's ridiculous. And in the end, it's still an original character. But you could tell kind of some places where I might have borrowed something. Mm-hmm. As far as the hardest thing getting into character is always going to be the makeup. Yeah. If you don't do the makeup correctly, you look hokey. You look awful. You look kind of like a bag of ass. And my opinion is, and my suggestion is that if you don't know how to do makeup, learn how to do whatever it is you wanting to do before you put yourself on camera. You always want to look the best you can from the first video on. And things evolve, don't get me wrong. Even my Valak evolves. If you look at things carefully, I purposely do things to move things around every time he's on camera, just so that the eye doesn't get trained. And that's because I have that ability with him to kind of play with him a little bit. Kind of like Rorschach from Watchmen. So I have a little bit of fun with that. But as far as, makeup, I think my fastest makeup that I take right now is about 15, 20 minutes with a vampire, because it's really nothing more than foundation, contacts, and fangs and my earrings to put them in. So that's about 15, 20 minutes. And then the costume. The longest current OC will be probably the steampunk. It'll probably take me about an hour to an hour and a half to do the makeup. Last time I did it was just shy of 2 hours, but that's because it was concept, and drawing lines is really tough. And I'm very OCD. It has to be perfect or I start over. So I shared with you the pictures, yes, of
you showed me what they were.
Face,
it looks awesome. It really does.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And then you got Valak in the middle, which takes me about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on, how fast I'm moving and how much I remember what goes where. So, that's about.
Yeah.
Your turn, Mr. Dennis.
I thought you were going to say something at first, but okay.
Yeah, so did I. I just. Nope.
Let's see. Who, if you could collab with anyone on TikTok, who would it be and why?
Well, I already am. Chan. Honestly, I have so many friends that are Titans on TikTok. I'd be flattered to do just about any collaboration with any of them. I really would. But there's when you watch people do their videos and you watch how they operate and the concepts behind them, sometimes that no matter how good you are, it's not going to benefit them to duet them, because you don't have that same style and aesthetic, or the costume or character you're wearing really wouldn't go well with what they're doing. And I have Titans that I want to duet, but I know nothing that I have in my arsenal is going to complement them. Yeah. So it's kind of like, what do I do? So, like, for example, Mosley Madness, who he's become a good friend too. I love the guy to death, and his wife is amazing. Most of the duets I've done with him are out of OC. I've done my vampire with him a few times, but I'm going to say 8 out of 10 videos are just me either in a onesie or dressed up like a normal person, having fun with his normal version outside of an OC, because we have that exact same kind of sense of humor. And that humor bounces off each other, making really good videos. But he's got tremendous OCs that are amazing, and he's got more coming out. And he's the head of Syndicate. I don't know if you know that, but he created the hashtag Syndicate and the Discord for it too. And I think he's just an epic genius when it comes to business and cosplay. Beautiful, beautiful work. Chan and I share a lot of the same sense of humor. Our branding, I swear to God, like that's a brother from another mother. So it's like for me to do a video with Chan and Carruthers and in and out of OC is just easy. Very, very, very easy to do. And but you've got other ones out there. I've done Alexis Wolf. I've done duets with her in my Vampire OC. KK Cali Babe 2018. She's a huge titan on TikTok, and I've done Vampire OCs with her. I'm trying to think who else that I've done out there. Man with Many Face. He's amazing. What's it called? Toxic. I don't know if him and his girlfriend. We've done some collaboration. I've duetted some of their videos out of OC and in OC. So I've been blessed to say I've worked with a few of them. But right now, I think the biggest collaboration I have going on would definitely be with Shannon. So, and I'm lucky to have that in my life. So he's a great guy. Great guy.
Yeah. I do want to ask you one thing. It's not really on the thing, but do you mind if I send in the picture that you sent me of your prototype OC, or would you rather me not? Just like save a surprise for people.
I would rather save that for surprise because I actually was live.
Fine.
I was actually live with that makeup on, and so people got to see it live. But I'd rather, because today, after we're done here today, I'm actually going to have my lunch, and then I'm going to put the makeup on. And I'm going to put the costume together and do a photo shoot in the costume for another little stinger trailer, and then probably start filming some scenes that don't require my daughter in it because we're going to do cut scenes. So I might do some cut scenes where he's standing there and what have you, because there's going to be a tarp over it and everything. So I might do some of those images by themselves before my daughter comes home from her mom's house.
Okay, that makes complete and utter sense.
Yeah.
So the wrong button. That's always fun when you hit the wrong button. So now we will show off some of the videos. Let me go kind of to the top.
Thank you, guys. Really cool.
Not a problem.
Yeah. And
as you're doing that, Springy, I'm continue. Never mind.
Sorry. Go ahead. Let me.
I was going to explain about my the Dark Warrior OC before.
Go ahead. I'm all ready. Whenever you are ready, I will do whatever you think is right. So go right on ahead.
So anyway,
go right on ahead.
So this OC is taking place after when Darmak became what he is, God of Souls. He resurrects a warrior from the dead with all the souls he's created. And as soon as he merges all the souls, that's when Xavier is going to be born. He's going to be the servant of Darmak. But in the end, Darmak wants to transfer his soul into his body. But Xavier doesn't like that. He decides to cut the connection apart and live on his own and move on.
Sounds very Shang Tsung.
It is like Shang Tsung, yes. It is like Shang Tsung. And so I kind of basically just want to do like a soul resurrection kind of way where I'm going to revive a soul back from the underworld who's been dead. I'm going to say for about 21 years. I'm going to say about 21 years ago, someone died over something like a car accident or something like that and is reborn as a new warrior.
Very cool. I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna probably do the same thing. A teaser of my OC. I'm gonna show everyone the things I'm getting and all that stuff.
That'd be kind of cool if I start a trend and everybody starts making trailers for their new OCs. That'd be kind of neat.
Oh yeah.
So now
we can show videos.
Now we will do some of the videos, and I will do them in order on how I sent them to the thing. So I'm very sorry, but it starts with Papyrus.
Of course, no biggie.
And also, one more thing, Leo, I've been a huge fan of yours. I've been a huge fan. Love your videos. Love your enthusiasm. Just fills my heart.
Oh, thank you.
Bro. All right. Video time.
His heart grew 3 sizes when he found you. And there's like a chest burster. Pow. Now, the first video you'll be watching. Which may or not work.
Because
whose creations bring the light upon this song.
And why is
the threshold imagination comes to life? Just free yourself from reason, soon you'll see in black.
That
looks very awesome.
That transformation from that, all that, and then just walk away.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be making one of for my new OC. So my daughter wants me to do one. So I thought, okay, we'll do that. Take the makeup off again.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Okay, so now, for some reason, the Skype is weird. That's what
Go
we're
for
using.
it.
People.
Take your time.
Weird. So I had like stop the thing, and now, okay. Here comes the next one.
You should show me some respect. I dragged you out of hell. I can throw you back in.
That's awesome.
Thank
It
you.
really is.
Those are the 2 costumes, by the way.
Ooh, I like them.
Here's the thing. One of them kind of feels like it's like Lester from the Addams Family.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
It's the bald head.
Yeah.
I've actually done Fester, by the way. He's on my TikTok.
Nice.
So now,
It's hard to look like you weigh 50 pounds more when you're only 185 pounds.
Right.
sorry, I keep on getting a pop-up that's like, the sound has stopped working because I'm like,
Hey, don't worry about it. Take your time.
so it's gonna. So anybody at home, if you see like 3 of us and they see, if it's weird, that's why.
Gotta love Skype.
It's showtime!
Yeah.
That was a fun one to make. I love Beetlejuice. And I love the cartoon.
Beetlejuice is the best.
It's awesome.
Ah, thank you.
Like, so everything I've seen of you or anything that anybody's duet of your stuff, it's like, okay, I need to go find the source material and like it myself.
And do it.
Because it's like just so awesome, and then it's like, I have to. So now
Well, I feel like if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right from the get-go.
exactly.
You made 3 mistakes. First, you took the job. Second, you came late. A 4-man crew for me? Fuck it.
I love Fast and Furious, and I love Vin Diesel. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I do. I love Pitch Black. It's one of my favorite movies he ever did, and his first, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
My computer is very not happy with me. I hear the fan.
Uh-oh.
It's trying. It's trying so hard, and I appreciate it. Now the next video is very nice looking.
Ah, yes, the effects make.
Dream about being a big star. They say you're basic, they say you're easy. You're always riding in the backseat. Now I'm smiling from the stage while you were clapping in the nosebleed. Feel the thunder.
Whew. Dang.
Yeah, not a lot of fun to wear.
Jeez. I've always had questions about effect makeup like that.
Mhm.
Like, it looks awesome.
Thank you.
Whenever you have to take the pieces off, are you still able to use them, or do you have to make them all over again?
Okay, if you get latex prosthetics like that, what I recommend you do is douse them in cornstarch after you're done. Take all the pieces off from the old application and get a Ziploc bag, fill it with cornstarch, kind of shake it up, take it out, get rid of the cornstarch or put it in a fresh bag and put it away. The cornstarch keeps moisture out, which keeps it from actually like getting brittle and falling apart. So you can usually, like that particular prosthetic, you could wear it 2 or 3 times if you actually take good care of it. After that, just toss it because eventually it builds up with spirit gum and with the liquid latex. Like, for example, I could use spirit gum and I do to kind of put it in place at first. But spirit gum, after 6 hours of shooting, is not going to hold that in place because you're going to sweat, and sweat and spirit gum don't go well together. So I have to use gallons of liquid latex to make sure in the end that that is held in place. And by the time you're done using liquid latex all over the mask, it becomes one mask because the latex, when it dries, adheres to all the sections. So what I did was basically after I applied it, I just took a brush and went over the whole thing with liquid latex, creating one mask. And that makes it so much nicer. So when you sweat, it's just inside the one piece. And I have cotton balls inside to help keep it shape and to absorb some of the sweat.
Ah, that makes sense. That's
That's
a good tip. And save it for, but now we will continue.
We'll save the mega tutorial for another day.
That's what we can. No. So now, next video.
Oh.
Let's go.
The brains.
So yeah, if you don't know who that is, that's Right Left Brain, a very dear friend of mine, like Channing Carruthers. RLB is the shit. I freaking love that man. One of the best sense of humors, comedic timing you will ever see on TikTok. I cannot give that man a shout out big enough. And he's a man after my own heart. I've been blessed to be able to see him in person, visit his family. Amazing family, amazing human being, just a big heart. And he's serving our country as we speak. And it's just amazing, amazing. I had a blast for 2 or 3 days that I was with him. So we had fun here in Florida.
Awesome.
Yeah, right, or the brains, because that's what he's calling himself now.
He'll always be RLB. I don't care.
He'll always. But he broke me on my live one day. He literally came on and just followed my ass. I was like, oh, dear Lord.
Do you know how funny it is, guys, when you start becoming friends with Titans and you reach a certain popularity level and you get to know these people, and they're humans. I mean, they're just regular people, guys. And, you're TikTok famous, right? It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
And anyways, and we sat back, man. We had our adult liquid beverages and we were cracking up talking about what it's like to be popular on TikTok or having a big fan base and what have you. And we kind of just chuckled. We laughed at it and we're grateful. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like, that poor guy, man, he's like me. We just like walking into lives, especially when people get their brand new life button. We go in, we celebrate with them and we like to talk to them and congratulate them, and people break. And we've never understood, RLB and I, we just don't understand the concept of breaking. I've walked into a live before where the woman almost fainted. She could not talk for 15 minutes. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Seriously? Holy crap, dude. It's like, breathe, woman, breathe,
Breathe.
It's fine.
And I have friends that are Titans. So I'll try to invite certain Titans to certain lives, not to break people, but because I like their content and to help them get some exposure. That's backfired on me a few times with people. And after a while, though, like I took a break from going live for a while because people would start asking me to go to their lives just to invite the Titans. And I don't do that. I won't do that. I'm a very selective person who I invite my friends to, especially when they're very popular. I don't abuse them. And one of them even said, God, you never invite me anywhere. I had to come see this. And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, I don't like bothering, you guys are so busy doing your OCs and work and real life and what have you, because they adult like everybody else. So, but anyways, but it's so funny, the idea of breaking. I've seen people cry, faint, all these things on camera. And I'm just like, I don't understand that. It's like, I just, the concept is, I don't know, very alien to me, but I mean, I get it. I'd probably faint if I ever met, I don't know, what's her name from, Underworld. The hell's her name? Celine.
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale.
Zombie.
Yeah. Kate Beckinsale. No, Kate Beckinsale. No, I'd like keel over dead if she ever stood in front of me. I'd just be like, and die, because she's so hot. Yeah. So, I mean, so I kind of understand that concept, but I mean, that'd probably be the only human on the planet that made me go, oh my God. But other than that, it's just like, I've met popular people. I've met celebrities before, and they're humans and they're great people. I've been blessed to meet really good people, and the Titans that I'm friends with are so organic and such wonderful humans that when you get to know them on a personal level, I hate to say it, but you stop seeing their star level, their popularity level, and you just kind of start seeing the human element, which is nice. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you can kind of see them that way. But it's an interesting animal seeing, these things happen when you go into lives and people going, like I have ADHD, so I'll go into a live and I'm there for like 2 minutes, and I'm live jumping because I'd rather lead the conversation than just sit there watching other people talk. It's just not my personality. So that's why I'd rather go live than go to people's lives. But because they come to my live, I need to reciprocate. So I'll go to their lives, talk to them for, 2, 3, 5, 10. I've been in there for 30 minutes before. Don't get me wrong if the conversation is going. But it's just one of those things where, it's personality,
Yeah.
But you got to support your fans. You've got to support your fans, or they're going to drop you as fast as they realize that you're not supporting them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense. I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. Like, I understand. On my lives, I've been talking like recent like stuff going on, like helping wise, like therapy kind of stuff, because a lot of people see me as a therapist. I don't know why.
I mean, hey, if you're easy to talk to and you got a good ear, why not? Just run with it. That could be your foundation for your life. Hey, the reason they call mine Leo's Cafe is because I always had my beverage with me. I'd have a coffee or a tea or a hot cocoa with me during the winter. So they're like, man, this is like walking into a cafe. So what did I do? I went out and bought a table. I bought some cafe decor and turned my live into a cafe. So I gave it a theme, and that's taken off. So it's kind of, they came up with the hashtag Leo's Cafe every time they duet me. So it's kind of like, it's really cool. And I got almost 250,000 on the hashtag. So it's pretty cool.
That's a lot.
Nice.
Wow. So now I'm going to kind of skip around a little bit just because there's a lot.
Go for it.
We might not be able to get through all of them. But
yeah, time-wise.
Yeah, time-wise. Well, I mean, we have like 20 minutes. So. But still. So, I'm very sorry. You might have to hear the song again. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. Go for it.
It's like a split minute. I'm so sorry. Bound.
Watch for humans.
Like that one.
Oh my God! That's a human, right?
Yeah.
Yes! Excellent! Human! You shall not pass.
Oh my God! Still on to this day.
You know which one you can show them? I think I sent it to you. Is the new trailer for the new OC. That one would be a good one to show them.
Oh, then I will send that to myself right now as I play this one.
Oh, Mosley.
Nice legs, Daisy Dukes, makes a man go.
Like, I was like, oh, this is... it's that audio.
At first,
Yeah.
Nice legs, Daisy Dukes, makes a man go. No,
I
it's
was like, oh, it's this one. Okay, I know now.
We've had some really beautiful women do that one, and at the last minute when the comes in, they come jumping into frame, and it's perfect timing when they do it right. It's really fun.
Oh my God, that's too funny. Oh man.
Okay, I know you sent it to me. Okay, let's just now go with this one.
Oh, Shannon. Oh, the audio was gone.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, did it go? Stupid computer.
Yep, audio happened.
Okay, so let's try that one more time, and then we'll
Go
move
for
on.
it.
Just making sure.
Nah, no big deal.
All right, man.
He messaged me and he goes, Leo, you've got to duet this. That was all right.
Sorry, I'm still trying to find the thing. There's so many things, so many videos sent, so I'm just looking through them. So, now I believe this is a fan art that you sent me. Am I correct? This one?
Yeah, sent you a fan art one. Yeah, that was the best fan art I've ever received.
Well then, let's
Gorgeous.
Let's play it, and
That was done by Minnie Mel.
That is awesome.
And for those that don't know, that's Valak. So that's Minnie Mel. Minnie Mel's created an OC. Her name is Minone, and that's actually the wife of Valak. She mirrored my likeness and created her own OC, and the two just go amazing together. So it's been really cool. Now, the funny thing is the vampire has a wife too, and it's actually my real life girlfriend, Mystical, on TikTok. and she created this OC, and they look great together. So it's a lot of fun to see like friends become the wife of a character, and then my real life girlfriend is the wife of my vampire's OC.
So I'm waiting for the thing to update. I am listening. Just because I'm like, I sent it. It should be right here. It's not.
I think I sent you. I think I sent you one with my girlfriend in it too. So it's in there somewhere.
It's somewhere. So that's
that's the one.
That's one.
I think that's the one. Yep, that's
You
right.
shoot this little girl? I mean, what if we're dangerous?
Damn.
Yeah, she's hot. She's hot.
Like I was just, my eyes were just
I'm dating way above my station.
Just lock her in a closet. Don't let her go.
Yeah, right. Exactly. She's absolutely gorgeous,
yeah,
and she's wicked smart and very, very talented.
Okay, now put her in the hide her.
right there.
Let the
Hide her.
world see her. But now the trailer for his new
The trailer.
I got it to work. I got it.
Yay! There it is. Thank you.
Phenomenal. Seriously. Very,
That really is.
Holy.
So yeah, that was the photo shoot.
What
That was,
the hell this is? That's all tests.
yeah, that was the photo.
No.
That was the photo shoot I did with my daughter. We did it in front of a green screen, and then I had to edit it on a program so we could get the background in there. And I think it spliced beautifully. Like it looks. I had to do a lot of color correction to make them add up so that we look like we were actually standing in front of the steam machine. So, but it came out really pretty. I was very happy. I actually got to go pick it up today, the actual photos, because I'm going to age one of them and burn some of the sides and make it look old so that she could use it as a prop in our shoot. So it's kind of exciting to see it. I'm going to frame one of the other ones and give it to her as a gift.
Ooh. Don't show her this, else she'll know about the gift.
Yeah, right.
This never happened.
She's spoiled. She knows.
It's fine. But so now, I think that's at least all the videos that we probably have the time for right now.
Go for it.
We can always show them again in the future. Dennis, do you have anything that you would like to add before I do the final questions?
Do you have any special talents?
No.
Special talents. I'm an artist. I've got a bachelor's in fine arts with a concentration in digital media and a minor in interdisciplinary studies. And I am a real life artist. So I have a video on my TikTok of some of my artwork. I've been featured in galleries and things like that. So I like to say that I have a little skill when it comes to actually drawing. I have hobbies that have kind of turned into passions and skills. I scuba dive. I'm in the process of getting my pilot's license. I love motorcycles, so I ride. I'm crafty, special effects makeup. That's another thing that I've been doing for a long time. I started with foam latex. That's how long ago that I've been doing special effects. So yeah, I mean, I got a couple of skills that I think are pretty good. I mean, I've got the gift of gab. That always helps.
Mm. So if you ever are wondering what is the perfect life for a male, just
a perfect wife, one that puts up with your
life.
shit. Oh.
Well, see that you're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong.
No, you're not.
Well, I'll tell you what. Going on that subject, that if you find a woman that's willing to put up with your shit, keep her. Let's leave it at that. You know, because men, we're screwed. You know, I tell everybody. I said a successful man. The only thing that what makes a successful man is the more successful woman behind you. That's for sure. So, you know, we gotta find somebody that compliments us and that we have no problems going, yes, dear, Yes, dear. Remember that. Those are the most important words you'll ever have in a relationship. Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Let's remember that.
I will
Write it down.
Write that down. So what was the original question? I missed it. Obviously.
Like it was, I was saying, like, if you're ever looking for the perfect life with an L, just look at him, and then obviously, obviously, yeah, everything.
I will say this. I told my kids and I tell my students, because I'm a teacher, I tell them that if I died tomorrow, I'd be okay, because I've traveled the world. I've been in the military. I've flown airplanes and done so many cool things. I've dove with sea turtles, and I've got 3 gorgeous children. I can die tomorrow and say I did 3 things right in my life with my kids, and they're my legacy. And I honestly have had a very, very fulfilling life, and every day is just an extra bonus on top of that. So I've got amazing friends, beautiful family, gorgeous girlfriend. What else is there? You know what I mean?
I have a YouTube channel.
Well, and hopefully Leo's Cafe will take off, and that'll be really cool and exciting adventure. So maybe I can not have to worry about a normal job and turn this one in passion into a career. So with 2 amazing business partners. So I don't know what else to say about that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the dream.
I mean, I have a YouTube channel, but I rarely post. I rarely post on that. I just post on TikTok.
This is the most posting I've ever done for a YouTube channel.
Well, I think you guys are onto something. You know, it's like, you know, it takes a lot of work. I mean, you've seen the concepts that we've been working on, and we haven't even officially posted a video yet. So we're doing the marketing. We're getting everything ready before we launch our YouTube channel, because when we launch, we want it to be a full-fledged, done, no editing, ready to go kind of a show that if somebody were to stumble on, they'd be like, oh, where did this come from? You know what I mean? So that's the whole, because you got two other business partners in there. We want to make sure that it's successful, so that we're not wasting each other's time, and that maybe in the future there could be a career, another show somewhere on TV or something. Who knows? You know what I mean? I love the idea of being a show host. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm amazing at research. You know, my class is critical thinking and research, and we talk about controversial subjects. And I think that is going to be something a lot of fun, that on an adult level that we can touch on and then talk about in the podcast, you know, hot topics in the world right now. So I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And I know I'm excited to watch the show, because
I too. But
short story about how we made this show is I texted Dennis one night just randomly, being like, we should have a show on YouTube interviewing people.
If I remember correctly, the week after Christmas, correct?
Yeah, it was the week after Christmas. No, I texted him like the week of Christmas, and we were like, and he just messaged me back. And he was like, okay, why not? I'm like, we're having a show.
Why not? Let's see what we can do in progress, how we can get things done.
Why not?
Like, to the point where I think we're daring, like I was like daring myself, being like, I'm gonna get this person on, and I did. That was our first actual episode with an interview person. I was like, oh my god,
this could happen. Yeah, absolutely.
We might actually have a show.
I think you guys are onto something, and you're getting good guests on here. I saw your lineups. Oh my god, I'm really impressed. Very cool. I saw you guys. You had
people we got. I'm still surprised that we got Harley F. Quinn on the show. I mean, my god.
Oh, she's a fun. I love Harley. She's amazing. She's so fun. Harley is.
We didn't just get her on here once. We got her twice. How? Like,
because she's cool.
Oh, yeah.
She's the coolest 19-year-old I've ever come across. She's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. But before I do the final 2 questions, do you have any questions for us, or comments, or concerns?
I thought it was to do talents, bro.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But this guy, I don't know what he does.
Me neither. I don't know either. I can half-ass spin a stick. That's about it. This is too expensive to be doing that with, so I'm not gonna do it all.
Yeah, but
this is too expensive to do that with.
Yeah, put that. My talents are easily video games. I love video games. Love playing it. I actually want to do a stream on either Twitch or Mixer around that time. I might do that for something. I know he's waiting for something. I do voice.
Yeah, Twitch. I've seen that before. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can also do voice, like vocal voice personations. Like.
Oh, I love doing those.
Yeah. One of my top ones I can do is waiting for, and I can see that smile of his, is Heath Ledger, Joker.
Oh, there you go.
My father was and a fiend.
Very cool. Holy crap. That was like spot on, dude. Holy crap.
I've been practicing for about 2 weeks on that voice. 2 weeks took me.
Very cool.
Took me a lot of time. Mickey Mouse. I got to do it. Hi, everybody. And then the one he's ready for is a combination of Mickey Mouse and Heath Ledger Joker.
Oh my.
I got these scars, huh?
Now you should do that as a cosplay.
Yes.
You gotta check
A
this
Mickey
out.
Mouse Joker.
Yeah, I gotta do joke. I gotta do Joker. But
You have to do Mickey Mouse Joker. This is you now. You are now the person who makes Mickey Mouse Joker.
yeah.
Copyrighted.
There's actually this
Right.
guy. I have him on TikTok. His name is Lustful_Blood_King. He also does voice impersonations as well. And he and I actually have an idea. We're gonna do sounds with our impersonations. We're gonna actually say sounds with our voice impersonations, like something like dirty and all that kind of stuff. And
Cool.
he and I were laughing about it. And we were talking to my TikTok wifey, and we were talking to my friend Jennifer, and we were just talking it all out. And she was just like, "What am I doing here? Why is this happening to me?" And we're just like dying.
Why am I stuck with you?
Oh my god. But, yes, we should get to the final questions.
Yes. Oh, so the last two questions are: would you ever come back to the show?
Absolutely.
Hurry, Dennis, get a piece of paper. We're gonna make him sign something. No kidding.
Sign
next
here.
one goes
Press
into-
hard. 3 copies.
Oh god.
We need a blood oath. We need your blood right now.
Oh god.
Bam. There's the blood oath.
Exactly. But the next question is, who would you like to be on the show? Like anybody new, and also who would you like to be on the show with? That's just 2 separate categories.
Well, I know you and I talked about trying to get Shannon and I on here together, which I think will be kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. RLB is another fun one. If you can, that's who I think you should land. If you can land RLB, you guys are gonna have a hoot of a time. He's just as funny in person as he is on TikTok. So my suggestion: go land RLB.
That I will try. It's very hard to get people to respond.
Yep.
Like
I'll let them know you're coming.
like fun things is one time I messaged like 6 people and I was like, they're not gonna message me right back. 5 minutes later I got like 6 responses. Ah! I
Yeah.
really had like a full schedule for that at that moment. I was like, ah,
That's a good thing. It's a good problem to have.
it is.
Yep.
What's it called? I did want to show you guys real quick. So for the fans that didn't get to see, who saw the video, just to give you an idea, this is the aesthetic we're going for the steampunk.
It looks
So this is the hat that my character is going to wear. So just to give you guys a little teaser, this is all handcrafted. So,
it looks awesome. It really does.
Yep. So I'm looking really forward. It's very heavy, by the way.
It looks heavy.
Yeah, very, very heavy. And that's the glove that he'll end up wearing. So it's really, really, really cool. And for those of you that have a hard time with originality, I think I told you that, it's hard to find something original, but we needed to do a power source, some sort of a power conductor that made the automaton actually work. So this is the battery pack that is actually powering the automaton that, my daughter was looking for in her, story. So this is actually, let me turn this down so you guys can see it. It actually lights up.
It looks awesome.
So, yep.
Nice.
So we're looking forward to seeing this thing on film, and I've got a lot of feedback on it. So it's pretty exciting. So there it is. You guys can kind of get a good look at that. And by the way, everything is practical, so you can actually turn all the gauges and everything. So it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into this thing. So hopefully it'll look really good on film. So I'll try to get some of it on photo today, and I'll take some pictures and I'll send it to you so you can actually see what it looks like all together.
Yeah.
And is there anybody else that you would like to have on, like, for us to try and get, or for you to be on the show with?
I would try Mosley. Mosley is amazing, and Syndicate's one of the hottest things on TikTok. So if I were you, I would land Mosley for the show, Mosley Madness. He's just genius when it comes to cosplay and making videos, and somebody to look up to. So he's created one of the fiercest hashtags on TikTok. So I would definitely talk to him.
It's scary how intimidating it is. Like if you go on the Discord, it's like,
oh, don't be intimidated, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, a piece of advice. You know, for people that are popular on TikTok, they don't be intimidated. It kind of drives them nuts. Just they're people. Just approach them like anybody else.
Yeah.
Like I've messaged like a few like high people on there, and still have not gotten answers. Like I messaged them with the same badge as like the first 2 episodes, which makes sense because it's like people are busy.
Yeah, people are busy, but you also got to remember some people are stuck up. Some people are stuck up, so I wouldn't even worry about those. Those aren't the people you're going to want on your show anyways. The ones that either don't reply because they're like, I'm too good for this. You don't want those on your show.
No. Yeah, like we've had 2 people ditch us as well. So I'm like accept everything, and then it's like, and just not show up, and then like block me to where it's like I can't. Anywho, let's.
You know what? That's the price of having a show. Don't worry about it. Just go like this. And move on.
It is, but. Thank you all for watching, and thank you, Leo, for being on the show. We highly appreciate it.
Yeah, well,
anytime.
One more thing.
Oh, yes, one more thing. Sorry.
Do you have any questions for us?
Oh, yes.
No, I think I've been watching your videos. I pretty much got the gist of you guys. I think it's great. I think you guys make a good little dynamic duo for a YouTube channel. I think it's great. So keep up what you're doing and have fun with it. As long as you're having fun, then you're doing something good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you so much for being on the show. It was so much fun having you on the show.
Oh yeah,
it's just pleasure.
Always fun. It's always fun having anybody on the show, but it's always fun having people who actually kind of like go through our episodes and being like, okay, I kind of get the gist of what is what insanity you are going to put me through. But that's even better. But
subscribe, guys.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. Subscribe and like these guys. Give them a big shout out and help them get up there, guys.
Exactly.
We're also 100 subscribers, so let's keep that up.
Yep. Right now, I believe we're at like 90 or 92 or something like that. 92.
Oh, 92. 8 more people.
Only 8 more people. You 8 people who have not subscribed. Do it. Do it now.
Help them break 100.
Break 100. 9 people. But
anyway,
thank you all for watching. Yes, we highly do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we will see you all in the next video.